What's up, Mixed Reactions? It's Wednesday, January 21st, 2026, episode 107 of Mixed Reactions. It's Ian. Justin's probably going to be joining later, along with hopefully Jersey, who we've had on the show a few times, but I am with Casey. How are you doing today, Casey?
Oh, I'm just ready to talk some football, Ian. I don't care who joins. I'm just ready for some football.
Yeah, like I was telling you, man, I mean, I could talk to an inanimate object, to my fellow co-hosts. I prefer to talk to you guys, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I talk to the cashier at the store about some football if they'd hear me out, but let's just kind of go. I guess game by game this past weekend. We only had four games, so it seems like a good exercise. First game was Buffalo, Denver. Yeah, first
That
game was
was the
Buffalo,
first
Denver.
game. You know, you got to feel for both sides of this game at this point. Josh Allen didn't have the best game, of course, and it feels like they're always one or two plays away from getting to their ultimate goal. And obviously, the Bills went ahead and have fired Sean McDermott since the outcome of that game. Um, I disagree with the interception ruling. I do think Brandon Cooks caught that, especially what happened in the following game where Devontae Adams basically had the
Hmm.
same type of possession and they ruled it a catch. So I think it needs to be more consistent. Rule it one way or rule it the other, but that's neither here nor there currently. The reason I said you got to feel for both sides is because obviously what happened to Bo Nix during the course of that game. And Sean, I wish he was here because he's an avid Broncos fan, but the loss of Bo Nix doesn't really seem to impede his thoughts on what's going to happen on Sunday. He's got to be really reliant on that Denver defense. And I wish Justin was here at this current time too, because if I was a Patriots fan, yes, you won the game, but you won the game because CJ Stroud threw four picks. You won the game because of your defense, and not even so much because of the great plays the
Hmm.
defense was making. It's because of how horrendous CJ Stroud was, making it easy for the defense. I don't chalk it up to great defense by New England. I chalk it up to bad play by CJ Stroud. And let's be real about New England's offense during these playoffs. Once again, Drake May was bad. Three fumbles, that he has becoming a liability with ball security, and especially in an environment like Denver. I'm not saying it's going to be enough to pull it off, especially since they have a backup in Jared Stidham. But if Mac Jones continues to play like this, even if they escape and win in Denver, barring there's no injuries in the NFC Championship game, New England's going to get routed by whatever NFC opponent they have.
I just want to ask something. What in the world were they doing? They fumble the ball, give Denver three more points before halftime. Um, yeah, I mean, and Josh Allen, man, like. Oh, you can't put it all on him at all. I don't even think you can
No,
put the majority on him, but I mean, come on, what are you doing fumbling? Then Denver goes and gets a field goal, like you said. I think it was a catch, and they have to call it more consistently because, again, we got the benefit of the doubt with the Devontae Adams thing, like we did against the Saints. Sorry to all the Saints fans. But no, I mean, well, sorry, what I was going to ask you was, do you think that they're going to open up the playbook for Jared Stidham? I mean, Sean Payton, as far as offensive, play callers, is one of the best. So I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on what Denver, and we're going to, talk more about obviously what New England did, but what do you think their strategy is going to be coming into Sunday's game?
I think they're going to have to. I think you almost have to treat this like a Nick Foles in Philadelphia situation. I know it's different, obviously, because Nick Foles had experience under his belt, started for multiple seasons, and also went into a situation where he was comfortable and familiar with the offense. Not saying that Jaron Stidham isn't comfortable, but it's not quite at the level that Nick Foles was during that run that he had in Philadelphia when Carson Wentz went down. But I think you almost have to treat it in that type of situation where you almost let it be known to Stidham before the game, win or lose, we're with you. Go out and play your game. Don't play safe. Take risks. Denver, much like New England, of course, didn't expect to be in this situation at the time frame the season started. So what do they really have to lose? Because I don't mean this in any disrespect towards Denver. I think they would also get routed by any NFC team that they're going to be playing in the Super Bowl if they made it. So why not go out and at least put your best foot forward? Don't take don't play it safe. Take those risks, take those deep shots. You can't just run 5 yard pass to the tight end your whole way down the field against New England's defense. That's not going to work.
Yeah, and that actually brings me to one thing that I wanted to ask. You brought the Nick Foles thing before I forget. Say Jarrett Stidham, and I mean we all know the NFC Championship game is the Super Bowl. But say for
Yes, no
some
question.
somehow miraculously they win the Super Bowl. Does it become a conversation next year? And I really wanted to have Sean in here because I mean he makes some good points. He doesn't really I think he thinks I can't put words in his mouth. The more so they're winning in spite of him instead of, with him. I mean, because Bo
Yeah,
Nix
that's
hasn't
basically
been
what he
great.
thinks. That's what he
Um,
thinks.
but do you think that it's going to become a conversation if Jarrett Stidham plays really well the next two games, has a Nick Foles situation? I mean, because Carson Wentz it looked like, I mean, this is what Bo Nix's second year. Carson Wentz looks like he was on a better trajectory than Bo Nix. I mean, Bo Nix has
Yeah,
been
no, Carson
shaky. Wentz was at the top of the game when he went out. You know what I mean?
he was having Carson Wentz was having MVP caliber year at the time frame where he went out. Now, granted, Denver had the number one seed. I don't think too many people were putting Bo Nix in MVP discussions, so that's why I do think it's a little bit different.
I don't know. I think it's good. We'll just see how it plays out, but it's interesting. I mean, you come into a game to where Denver very well could have been the favorite being at home, and then they just
They
lose their
would have been.
starting. But I'm with
It's
you
not
though.
even very well. They would have been. They would
New,
have been the favorite. It's not very well could have been. They would have been the favorites
yeah. I
had Bo
mean,
Nix not gone out.
New England's defense though. I think you're right. I mean, you can't just be too heavy with the run. New England's defense is too good for that. You have to balance it a little bit. It's going to be interesting, man. And then obviously the heavyweight fight later in the day. But one of the teams that's going to be in that heavyweight fight, the Seattle Seahawks. Jesus, man.
Holy man, oh man, did they put a beat down on the albeit injury riddled 49ers team. But holy, if they play like that on Sunday, your Rams are in some trouble.
I mean, especially when I'm kind of worried about too. I mean, you saw Shaheed. Obviously, he had that opening kickoff return, but he also had a
Yeah.
20 plus yard run. So you bring him in there as a wild card. Their whole secondary pretty much is playing well right now, and they're all healthy. Um, we're gonna talk about my Rams later. We got plenty of time to talk about that. But I mean, they beat them down. That one fourth and one play, I think maybe, hopefully, it could have been different if Kittle was in there, for him. But when they try to
Are
run
you
that play
talking
to the
about
outside, he
they
pitched
gave it to
it.
Juszczyk and it was the option to McCaffrey? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like that play call. I was not a fan of that.
Yeah, that was a bad call, but I mean overall, I mean they just beat the absolute brakes off of them. But
Yeah, it was an
um
annihilation.
yeah, there's not much to say because it was such a blowout, but there's also so much we can say. I mean, you can go up and down the list of how well they played and the things they did well, but we don't really have time. And I think almost the favorites in the NFC shifted because of just how dominant they were Saturday.
Yeah, they showed why they're the number one seed.
Dude, and it's crazy too, because when I watched Seattle earlier in the year, and that's when you were on your Baker Mayfield hype, which I'm not gonna say you're off the train. I mean, it's not, they've had a lot going on. See, Tampa Bay has, but anyway, I watched them play. I think it was like week two or three, and I was like, Seattle looks decent. I mean, I didn't see it coming. Shout out to Mike McDonald for putting it together. And Coach of the Year
Absolutely.
this year, man, is gonna be I mean, it's gonna be
It's a
tough.
battle. There's a lot of people that deserve it.
I don't like I mean, I know the NFL, they try to, do all this. I don't like the NFL awards. Just announce it, let me get a notification on ESPN. Like announce it the week after they put in their votes the week, I think right after the season ends. Like just tell us who
Yeah,
the
they do.
MVP is. I think it's fun to go through the whole playoffs knowing who the MVP is.
Yeah, I hear you there. I get that.
That's just part of the fun for me. But shout out to Seattle. So first game Sunday, New England and Houston. Watching Houston was infuriating me. Their defense is unbelievable. Words can't really say enough, but their offense is bad. Stevenson was doing he's pretty physical. He was giving them a hard time at times, but I mean Will Anderson, that he's good,
He's a
man.
monster.
But CJ Shroud
It,
is
it's like you said, it was infuriating watching their offense not being able to piece anything together. And after his fourth pick, I'm like, would Houston be better off throwing Davis Mills in there right now? Like just for how inept CJ Stroud looked.
I
And
wanted them to
again,
put Davis Mills in the game.
I don't, not to sound like a hater against New England, but I don't put any of that on New England's scheme or how good they were playing defensively. All of it was mistakes by CJ Stroud to me. All of it.
Well, since we've taken talked about the New England game and the Denver game a little bit, do you think it's crazy that New England's a 7.5 point favorite? I know they're playing the backup, but I mean, like you said, they I didn't think they looked great. Marcus Jones, I mean, he like we were talking about in the chat, he's fast. I mean, and they have some good players, but I don't know. That's a pretty big
I
line.
don't think it's crazy. It's because obviously Bonix has been the starter for 2 plus years. Jared Stidham hasn't started a game for 2 years. This is the AFC Championship game. So I see Vegas's logic behind putting New England at that 7.5 point favorite. I get it. It makes sense. And it very well could happen. This is all going to be dependent on if Jared Stidham can at least be serviceable. If Stidham can be serviceable with that home field advantage, with that defense, Denver has every chance to come out there with a win. I just can't put my finger on it actually happening.
Yeah, man. And situations like that, they definitely scare me when they happen. I mean, we'd have to go with Garoppolo, game manager, if something like that was to happen, but knock on wood. But I mean, you have, and it's not even the good thing is they don't have to get all the way through the playoffs with him. They play one game, he gets if they somehow win, Denver does, they get 2 weeks to game plan for the Rams, puts them in a better position, whereas having to go all the way through the playoffs, that makes it amazing what Nick Foles did. I mean, that guy, granted, Philly was the number one seed. They beat Atlanta. Or no, no, no. Yeah, they beat Atlanta. They beat the dog shit out of Minnesota, and they beat New England. He only has to win 2 games.
Yeah.
And
No, you're right.
I'm not gonna put it past him, man. Sean Payton and Denver's defense in Denver. Um, we'll see. I mean, I don't we're gonna get to the picks next segment, but yeah, that it like you said, it's just watching their offense. That one pick that he threw, it's just
The
like
pick
what
six
are
to Marcus Jones.
yeah,
He,
when he
I,
just like you just
there's
throw it away, take the sack.
nobody. That's exactly my point too. Because Houston had the lead at that point. It was 10-7, and he made a throw that nobody on earth would think of making. There was no point
In the
to
snow.
try to. It was the worst decision I've ever seen.
And then didn't he like fucking oh that shit was bad, man. Um, but the nightcap
What were you thinking when Caleb Williams made that throw to Cole Kmet?
that we lost.
Is that what you thought?
Man, that dude. And I'm telling you, when I was like, you know what, didn't want them to have like the fact that we were even in that position. Like I thought we were gonna be able to run the clock out. They get the ball back, and then I'm like, there is absolutely no way. Somebody messaged the chat, Justin, I think, and it was a little bit ahead of me. I was like, God damn it! Every big play that I gotta start doing what I used to and turn the notifications off. Because every big play that happens, they get spoiled. He's like, oh my God, or something crazy. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, nah, there's no way he's about to complete this pass. And then I'm like, oh my God, he's wide open. And it's like almost like our DBs were just amazed that like they didn't expect like that. That's kind of what I took of it because I watched the play over and over. It's almost like they were not expecting the ball to be that perfect. So when they realized it was like, oh shit, it was too late. And we go into overtime. Who got the ball first? No. No shit. Who got the ball first? Did we get the ball first?
I think the Bears did.
Bears got it. We stopped them. I think we got it. They stopped us. We
Yeah,
punted.
because
They threw a pick.
yeah,
But the pick, man. I mean, after we yeah, 'cause we did stop them once because it was getting dangerously close to second overtime. But when they were around midfield, I was like, yeah, like we're about to lose. I really thought we were. I mean, because really that was a talk about a devastating thing to happen, man. A pick to end your season, and then Cam
Well,
Curl.
especially when it's all when a pick to end the season, especially when obviously he threw three picks in the game, so it's not like Caleb had a perfect game by any stretch. But DJ Moore, I believe, sold him on that
Oh
route.
yeah,
He looked like he was half-assing it. And I think if DJ Moore runs that route at full speed and lays out for it like Caleb is expecting to, not saying it's going to be completed, but I
it's
don't
not
think
gonna
that
be
ends in a
picked
pick.
off. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he that in that situation you have to play DB. I mean, you when he throws the ball, he sees where the ball is going. He doesn't make any effort to flash over there, but Cam Curl, man, right place, right time, like
absolutely.
making change. And I don't really care how it happens, man. It's just, damn, that play is gonna give me nightmare. I mean, dude, I mean, it was perfect. If the Chicago would have won that game, that play would be talked about. You'll still see it on highlights, but that play would live on. Like, man, that was
Do you
something else.
attribute do you attribute Caleb's interceptions to over aggressiveness in that game?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with I mean that one, like you said, that last one was I think more so of Durant or not Durant, sorry, DJ Moore um selling his route. Because like you said, like it doesn't have to necessarily be a pick, but or a catch, but it ends in a pick because he doesn't do it and we get because they're
Yeah.
playing DB for a reason, and we get an open interception. But yeah, no, I think ultimately, the aggressiveness is his downfall. Our defense, I mean, considering everything, we still played pretty well. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean Durant, he has two picks. We've had different guys this season who have multiple picks in the same game. So, um, our defense has been coming through. And it's just, I don't know, man. It was really, it doesn't even feel because we talk about survive. When I hear like, oh, a team survived, it's like the tops. I mean, I know we were a 3-point favorite, but it doesn't feel like we survived. Like we went in there and took it
You won a playoff game on the road. There's nothing surviving
in
about
the
that. You
in the
went and took the
19
game.
degree weather and the
Yeah.
fact, and in the first, I don't know, man. In the first half, I was kind of going either way, and then obviously it's tied at halftime, and just. It was one of those moments to where, yeah, that's gonna be one of the playoff games that I remember for a while. Especially because I was cold as shit here watching it. Like, if I go outside real quick, smoke a cigarette during the commercial, which, man, you know how quick the NFL halftimes are? I know we watch an NFL for years, but do you know how quick? It's like 15,
It's like
12
12
minutes.
minutes.
Is it 12 minutes? It's like, yeah, it feels like 12 minutes. It doesn't even feel like 15. Like, and they're like, all right, we're back. Do you like Mike Tirico? Do you miss Al Michaels?
Yeah. No, I miss prime my Al Michaels. Current Al Michaels is meh, but Mike Tirico is a legend.
Yeah. Sorry about
But
that.
there's no, you're fine. I agree with you fully what you said earlier. I think the NFC Championship game is the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, certainly. The NFC Championship game is definitely the one that everybody wants to watch. I mean, it reminds me of Rockets Warriors in 2017 when or 2018 or whatever it was, I think 2018, LeBron had to carry his team against the Celtics, and then it was like whoever won that series was going to win the finals, and the Warriors swept the Cavs. But I mean, it's just going to be we're going to see Drake May on a big stage. I mean, the Rams are going to be the most complete team that he's played all year by a mile. We don't make the same mistakes that I don't see Stafford doing the stuff that CJ Stroud did in New
You
England, and
seem pretty
mind you.
confident. You seem pretty confident that you're going to beat Seattle.
Oh no, no, I'm not. I'm talking about New England. No, no, no. We'll get to it in the picks. Man, it's gonna last pick segment of the season, man. The only show we didn't have was week 1 this year. Oh, you know what? Speak of football, that's why I brought this here. Shout out to Indiana, man.
Oh damn, they oh Mendoza. I want to say this about Mendoza. I feel I don't want to say sorry for him because he's about to be a millionaire and living out his life dream. but he is going to such a dysfunctional organization, and I hope he can turn it around because he seems like such a good kid.
Man, that last run that he had, man, the
Fire,
wherewithal he had
fire.
to see that guy, I was like, whoa, like that. And then you
Not
have
only
the
the wherewithal, the strength to stay on your feet and be able to extend over the
he
goal
said
line after getting hit.
that
Like,
photo is gonna. And then Indiana, it's crazy, man. Like they traveled so well, and then you look at their stadium for the last. Dude, 2 years. So he gets there last year, they go to the playoff, they lose, and they win in Indiana. They're literally one of the worst teams in the history of college football. They're like one of the 5 or 10 worst teams ever.
yeah.
Like that's insane.
Do you think this is going to establish them as a program now?
As long as Kurt Signetti is there, and one thing that I want to say, and you could go from the what is it? You die the hero, live long enough to see yourself become the villain. If they win again, it's not gonna be. And they're not going to have Mendoza anymore. If they somehow find a way to win another one, it's not going to be all flowers and rainbows. Like people are going to get sick of him,
Oh,
especially because
yeah.
it's the new kid on the block. It's cool this year because it's Indiana and they got Fernando Mendoza and they have the new coach, but people are going to get sick of Indiana. You think people got sick of Alabama? I mean, Alabama's been around and winning championships for ages. It's not like the hate that Miami had in the 80s, but I mean, they're going to start hating on Indiana if they keep winning.
It's because people hate winners. For some reason, in sports, if you win too much, you're hated. It's a weird, weird concept.
Except Oklahoma City. Everybody seems pretty cool with them.
No, fuck them.
So man, what's the timeline for Tatum?
From what I'm hearing, Tatum should be back after the All Star break. Speaking of the Celtics, they are currently beating the Indiana Pacers by 23.
Do you know Cooper Flag's brother is playing for Maine?
Yeah, Ace Flag. He's terrible.
Is he that bad?
Yeah, he's bad.
Oh yeah, Maine themselves are like dead last and they're
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
absolutely
they're a
insane.
terrible, terrible basketball team, and Ace has done nothing for it. So let's get back to football because this is the conference championship weekend, Ian. I will, from your confidence scale, watching Seattle just dismantle San Fran on Saturday. Was your initial thoughts, were they, oh shit, we have a problem here? Or was it, this ain't happening to the Rams?
A mixture of the two.
Okay,
Uh,
that's fair.
I mean, I'm confident in them, man. I mean, I've watched them all year. I'm confident in them. If they play better, you tip your cap to them. But I mean, I don't see. I'm worried. I don't think by any means that we're gonna go in. If you would have asked me 3, 4 weeks ago, I'd be like, oh, yeah, we'll handle Seattle. If we play them in a rematch, I don't know. I mean, thankfully, I'm glad that we lost the last game in the fashion that we did on the road and that by that 1 point or by 1 point by the 2 point conversion.
Yeah.
But if you would ask me did you see my confidence level going into the 1 to 10? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Um. It's not a five. It's not as high as a five. I don't know, man. It's around 5 or 6. Like it could go either way, especially being on the road, man. I think you go on the road, you gotta take the crowd out of it early, and then also
Quickly.
and then don't let them establish their run game. Like shut that down. Don't give the receivers time to
Charbonnet
get
being
open.
out is huge for you guys.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's going to be a massive
That's
thing.
huge.
So now they're going to have to rely on Kenneth Walker. I mean, they might push the Shaheed and some of the. We're too good at tackling. We don't really miss many
They could push
tackles.
a Shaheed. I could see that. That's a fair point. They could definitely push a Shaheed.
But I mean, JSN, like, I mean, what receiver that we play with is probably better than JSN? We haven't played.
No one.
I mean, who's the second best receiver in the league? Not besides Puka, which I think he's number one, but that's a topic for a different day. That dude's amazing. He's
He's
my
having
new
the best
favorite
season.
rim.
He's having the best season. I don't know if he's the best receiver. He's having the best season.
I don't know, man. That dude is he's strong. He makes these crazy catches. But it seems like, man, and call me crazy, but the way he lays out, bro, like I feel like how hard he hits the ground, like he's not gonna last like too long. Like, I mean, dude, like he's going all out. Like he's laying out the impact you think about like how with sports science, John Brink, oh, rest in peace, he passed away.
I know you don't want to think about it like this though either, but especially as a Rams fan, there's something that you have to be truly considerate of either in this draft or the next draft, and that's finding Matthew Stafford's replacement.
Stetson Bennett.
No, a real one, Ian, not Stetson Bennett. A real, for real. I'm being serious. You guys need to start to find his replacement, and it has to be sooner rather than later. Otherwise, the Rams could fall back into irrelevance.
I don't know who, Arch Manning, come to LA.
Maybe,
They've
maybe.
been talking about Ty Simpson for this draft from Alabama, which would be cool. I mean, I've watched them. I mean, I don't really know
He's
as
good.
as far as guys with upside. I mean, it's Mendoza, and then it's everybody else.
Exactly. Absolutely agree there.
Imagine if he goes in and turns the Raiders around, man. Like they're gonna love. You know how many Mendoza jerseys you're gonna see
I hope
everywhere.
Caleb Downs is still available at 12.
Caleb Downs, yeah. Fucking Ruben Bain from Miami. You know what, let's just go. We got a couple minutes. Let's go through the NFL mock draft real quick, shall we? Let's see.
Sounds like a plan to me. We don't have to go over number one. That's obviously Mendoza.
You think so? Nah, yeah, he's number one at this point.
Oh, come on.
He's so solidified, especially with his recent. I remember when Deshaun Watson balled his mind out against Alabama, balled out of his mind, and he went all the way up to the number one pick. Yeah,
I
Mendoza,
still
and
remember
then
that touchdown pass he had to Hunter Renfro.
oh, to win the game, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Ar
you're 100% right. It was win the game.
Arvell Reese, number two. He's from Ohio State. He's going to the Jets. Francisco Mauigoa from Miami. My apologies if I'm not pronouncing the name right. Ruben Bain Jr. going to Tennessee. Tennessee's defense really wasn't the main issue. Their offense just sucked.
No, but since now they picked up Robert Saleh as their coach, they're going to be focusing a lot on defense. He's a defensive minded coach, so they're going to be defensive heavy for sure.
Arnell Tate to Ohio State. I like it. Pairing with Malik Neighbors and then give Jackson Dart something to throw to. Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. He's a baller going to Cleveland. Number six is per CBS, or no, CBSSports.com. Caleb Downs they have going to Washington. Let me see what they have Dallas projected to get. Right now they have them getting Kedrick Falk from Auburn, and they have Caleb Downs going to the Commanders. Jeremiah Love, the Saints. Peter Woods. Let me go look for another quarterback, if that's what we're all. I mean, damn, where's the second quarterback?
Wait,
Is there even another quarterback in the first round?
who did you
Look,
say Dallas had mocked at 12?
uh, Kedrick Fall, edge from Auburn, and we're right behind you at 13. Spencer Fano, offensive tackle from Utah.
I wouldn't mind an edge rusher. An edge rusher would be beautiful for us. So if that ends up being the case, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, I mean, and then
Especially with the
I always forget how to pronounce it.
disappointment that Ezraku was this year.
Yeah, and I always forget how to pronounce his name. The dude that pronounce, I never knew how to pronounce it. Is he Ezirakou? Uh,
Ezraku.
Eziraku. Goddamn. Yeah, my bad. From Dallas. Yeah, but he had some big moments this past year. Our
Kind of.
offensive,
He only had three sacks.
yeah, I mean our offensive line, we need some beefing up. We need some consistency that we can have for years to come. We've dealt with some injuries, so I like us there. And then let me see, where the hell is the next quarterback? Ty
Did you see
Simpson
the
going.
Packers? You see the Packers already released Trayvon Diggs?
No shit.
You know what that means, right?
Coming back to Dallas.
Yeah, we're gonna re-sign him for a veteran minimum, I bet. Watch.
Let's see, and they have Packers don't have a first round pick. It says here
Nope,
there's
we do.
oh, you got their pick.
Yeah.
Four teams without a first round pick are the Jags, Falcons, Colts, and Packers. Where is the next quarterback? Jesus, let me see. I'm already almost at the, well, Ty Simpson, Kenyon Sadi. You got a lot of tackles. Caleb Banks from the Chicago. They're Caden, Concepcion and Washington played Andy, and they have him going to the Rams.
Do you
Yeah,
notice
there's,
how at the beginning of the year that everyone thought this was going to be a very quarterback heavy draft because
yeah,
of
that's
Ty
crazy.
Simpson, Arch Manning, Mendoza, and now it's Mendoza alone.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, shout out to the Raiders, man. I know they're a trash organization, but when you draft a person like Jamarcus Russell, I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. Like the blank DVD story, I will just watch it again earlier for the 97th time. Like, come on. And then didn't they like change the rookie contract rules because they just paid him all that money and he just took the
Yeah,
bag
him
and
and yeah, he took like 76 million guaranteed.
yeah, like we're not doing that again. Did he, how many games did he, matter of fact, let's just check out his stats, folks.
Oh, the Jamarcus Russell stats, they are not going to be good.
Let me see.
He's the epitome of hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard because he had all the arm talent in the world.
Yeah. No, his physical, I mean, and his size, like he was what, 6, I mean, he was massive. I mean, and then, but I mean, he shows up to freaking camp and wasn't he ballooning? Didn't he balloon by the time he showed up to camp
Massively
at like
overweight.
315?
Yeah,
I'm going through
massively.
his stats here. So he played 31 games in his career. Didn't realize that. Let me see. He played on Football Reference. He started 15 games in '08. Let's see his stats. 198 for 368, 13 touchdowns, 8 picks. I guess not absolutely terrible. 53% of his passes. '09 started 9 games. Yeah, 3 touchdowns, 11 picks. Goddamn. 120 for 246. Uh, so yeah, and he was out of the NFL by age 24. And the crazy thing about football, man, is you have CFL, that's about
Arena
it.
football.
But to make anything remotely comparable to NFL, like you don't have, yeah, I mean arena football, but you don't,
Now would be the UFL would be the most common denominator to the NFL would be the UFL.
it's
Is
so
it the
crazy.
UFL or is it the USFL? What the hell do they call it?
The
Or is it the
UFL.
XFL?
No, it's the UFL because they united the USFL and the XFL, which I went to an XFL game. That was, yeah, it was at a baseball stadium, man. I was pretty far back to begin with, and it felt like I was like it was just it was a weird view.
Yeah.
It wasn't set, because like football, I mean, you're gonna have seats that are far away, but it doesn't. Yeah, I can't even see what's going on. I'm like, I might as well watch the shit on ESPN while I'm at the game. But it was cool because my seat was so high up that I was covered. So when the shit started raining, I got to sit on my seat. Everybody was out there in the canopy. Get what you
Ain't
pay
nothing wrong with
for.
that.
But we got about 4 minutes
Probably
here.
about yeah, say let's just hop off. We'll see you for part two. Hopefully Jersey or Justin will join us for part two.
Yes, sir. I was seeing if they had texted me back, but I'll see you fellas for Bella for part two. Like you said, hopefully we get everybody else on here. We're gonna do our picks.
Yes, sir.